Hello and welcome to Vedic Vidata. So, we are continuing to the Ascendant series. Previously, we completed Leo Ascendants. Okay, we started from Sagittarius Ascendants and we were moving from 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are coming to Virgo Ascendants. So, starting with Virgo Ascendants, first of all, whenever Mercury is placed in the first house or the sign of Mercury is there in the first house, the most impact, the mega impact of Mercury would be placed in your height. Okay. So if Mercury is there in the first house and it is in the Rashi where it is comfortable, you might have a good height. If Mercury is in the Rashi where it is debilitated, okay, like Libra, then you might have a small height, but only when it is in ascendant. We are talking in ascendants, okay, not in any other house. Okay, Mercury in ascendant. Okay, so Mercury in ascendant is surely going to affect your height. Now, when we are talking about Virgo, Lord of Virgo is Mercury, and if Mercury is in good condition, you will have a very good height. Your electrolyte balance in your body would be very good. Sodium level would be very good. Okay. If Mercury is ill placed, you might have some electrolyte imbalance. Okay, neural signalings may be weak or extremely strong, and height issues again. There is one more thing I need to clarify on this thing is the nature of Virgo. Virgo is the nearest gateway. Okay, I would say nearest gateway of getaway. Okay, nearest gateway of getaway. That's why Virgo people or Virgo Mercury are those who would choose the shortest way out of everything in life. Okay, see, the nearest constellation is of Virgo. From all constellations, the nearest constellation is of Virgo. So Virgo has, let's say, the doors of Virgo to the next galaxy is closest to the earth as compared to all 12 zodiacs. Okay, that's why Mercury in Virgo or Virgo people are definitely going to choose the smallest way out and the easiest way out. They would technically not be into Jupiterian things like organization, management, okay, see the bigger picture, planning, okay. They would just do the things right away. Because Virgo is all about getting things done. See, there is a huge difference between Jupiter and Mercury. Mercury is about getting things done. Okay, and Jupiter is not about getting things done. Jupiter is all about doing it the right way, the best way, and a good possible way. Okay, so if you want to, organize things, plan things, it's all coming into Jupiterian arts. Okay, and if you want to have things done, it is going to come in Mercurian art. That's why Mercury is attached with business. Because see, what's more important in business is getting things done. Apart from anything else, for a good businessman, the only thing that matters is getting things done. Okay. So, moving forward. First house Virgo. As I said, Mercury is going to affect you. Good Mercury and bad Mercury. Apart from that, you would be very spontaneous in nature if your Mercury is placed in a very good manner. or just if Mercury is not placed in debilitation in Libra, you would certainly be spontaneous in nature. You would have good power in your speech. Your neck region would be very good, and the shape of your head from the side profile will also be very good. Okay. Intuition would be very, very good. Second thing is you might have some muscular problems if there is Virgo in the first house. Why? Because it is looking at its seventh drishti, that is on the seventh house. So Mercury in the first house looks at the seventh house. When Mercury is looking at the seventh house, you might have some problems related to muscles or tissues. Okay, so I would suggest you should eat dates and fig. Okay, anjir khao. Now moving to the second house. As we move to the second house is Libra. The lord of Libra is Venus. So Venus being in the Dhan Sthan, okay, Dhanesh. Venus as a Dhanesh. Venus is good. You would enjoy luxuries in your life. Venus is not good. You will strive for luxuries. But being the sign of Libra in the second house means you are having a tendency to incline towards luxuries. I won't say you are a spendthrift, but whatever you have, you would at least use 50% of your income. You are not a penny-minded person. You would have hobbies like getting perfumes, good dresses, okay. Cosmetic items, you might be loving cosmetic items until and unless Venus is debilitated, placed in the first house of Virgo. Secondly, worshipping Lakshmi is very good for you. You worship Devi Lakshmi and you would always have wealth if you have second house Libra. Or Venus is somewhere attached with the second house, go and worship Lakshmi. Definitely you will have wealth. Okay. Now coming to the third house. Third house is again Scorpio. And third house lord is Mars. So this is where there might be a bit of problems. There might be some situations in your life where if you get hyper, or when you are too much frank, the tonal quality of your speech may create miscommunication or damage in the relations. Yet your elder brother would be a very good aid with you. Your elder brother would be a very good support until and unless Mars is debilitated. Okay, until and unless Mars is debilitated, you will have an elder brother who is always a helping hand. If you don't have a real elder brother, if you make an elder brother, he would be good for you until and unless Mars is debilitated. Okay. Talking something more about third house is your communication skills. Sometimes you lose control over your speech. You might damage a few relations. But let's be frank. You are always opening your heart out. The problem is your tonal quality. All you need to take care is about your tone. Whenever you are speaking, expressing yourself, your self-expression needs to be controlled with your tonal quality. You don't randomly say anything to anyone just like you are speaking in your mind. So make sure whatever you are speaking in the mind, change the tone. Filter the tone out when you are speaking. It's important to filter how you speak. What you speak is still okay. Moving to the fourth house. Fourth house would be number 9. That is Sagittarius. Now Jupiter being in fourth house is a critical placement because it might give you some depressive moments in your life. So the more time you spend at your home, the longer you will survive your life. Yet you might have some depressive thoughts inside your head. Okay, so what's the case? First of all, no matter your Jupiter is debilitated, your Jupiter is good, however your Jupiter is placed, if you are a Virgo Ascendant, I would suggest you do fasting on your Thursday. Secondly, this is my personal advice, use a white color tablecloth whenever you are eating food. Thirdly, spend at least 40% of time outside your home. Okay, wherever you can go, because the more you will sit inside your home, the more you will feel energized. But the energy which is roaming inside your home is somewhat going to disturb your internal peace, because your home environment is continuously giving you some lessons, and a man gets fed up of continuously taking lessons. Okay, Jupiter is the most overrated planet. Okay, no matter astrology, people say astrology is everything about Jupiter. It is not. It is not. Simple example. Dashanan, Ravan. Okay. So Ravan had read all the Vedas. He was the one who scripted Vedas into a musical form. He was the one who made Tandav. He was the one who taught, who learned all the arts of astrology. He also learned all the Vedic scriptures. Okay. He learned all the knowledge. He had all the knowledge inside him. Yet, he didn't have core values. His Jupiter was not good. Still, he was blessed with all the knowledge of Vedic Shastras. So does that mean that Jupiter alone is not responsible for astrology and Vedic knowledge? Devguru Brihaspati is explaining astrology, giving you the knowledge of astrology, but does not mean Jupiter itself, Brihaspati itself alone is the holder of astrology. I have seen people who does not have good Jupiter, yet they are very good astrologers. Okay. So, the most overrated planet is Jupiter. Why? Because Jupiter is always connected with knowledge and everything else. Yes, Jupiter wants to grow, but Jupiter is also the main cause of depression. Continuously teaching you something, continuously giving you lessons. You can't enjoy your life when you go inside Jupiter. If you are indulged into Jupiter, if you are indulged into Brihaspati, you won't enjoy your life. You would keep learning things in your life. You would see world like everything is something you have to learn and understand. Everything you have to organize and plan and understand and see what planets are where, how to get more knowledge. And see, Jupiter is giving you knowledge, but it is giving you bulk of knowledge. The practicality of knowledge is not hidden into Jupiter. The acceptance of knowledge is hidden into Jupiter. You accept knowledge from Jupiter does not mean the practicality of knowledge is given by Jupiter. You will get tired of learning lessons in your life if you are hugging Jupiter. Hugging, I mean hug. Okay. So, don't overrate Jupiter. Jupiter is also the main cause of depression. So, 4th house Jupiter, it is going to indulge you into your home. It might give you depressive thoughts. Your life would be like, okay, I am continuously learning. Until and unless Jupiter is placed in its exaltation position, there might be some of these thoughts inside your head. Okay. Now coming to the 5th house. 5th house is number 10, Capricorn. Now Capricorn in the 5th house is keeping you away from limelight. So you won't be like fond of chair, like chair person, I mean. You won't be fond of sitting into a big chair. You won't be fond of sitting into a position and authority. Okay, you are more of a worker. You love to work. You love to work for society. Okay, so Capricorn being in the 10th house, Capricorn being in the 5th house, there might be some dull image of you in the society. Wherever you are working, you would strive to get known. Okay, you have to work hard so that people can know you, until and unless Sun is sitting in the 5th house or in the 11th house. Okay, so what you can do is, don't run after limelight. Okay, what I am saying is, don't run after limelight. Run after progress and skill. The more you will run after progress and skill, the more happier you will be in life. Okay, this is the secret I am giving to Virgo Ascendants, not everyone. Only Virgo Ascendants who do not have Sun in the 5th or 11th house. Don't run after spotlight. Run after skill, progress, improvement. Okay, and things would be good for you. Then let's talk about number 6. So number 6 will be Aquarius. Now 6th house is the house of illness and enemies. And Aquarius over there would give you illness is related to your kidney system, urinary system, might be possible a lower back region, back ache. Okay, some water related issues, dehydration or over drainage of electrolytes. So you must take care about water balance. You must always take care about water balance in your body. Next, if you want to stay away from enemies and negative people, always believe your father. Okay. Next, you can also do is, one thing you might also suffer is from a lot of untimely behavior in your life. Okay, so in order to be punctual, do not wear a watch. Rather, plan your day out in the morning and follow the schedule. Getting my point? Slowly and steadily, you would get adjusted to live a life without a watch. When you have a watch, you would always look at the time and you will live your life. Learn to live life without a watch. In the morning, you decide what are you going to do in timely orders, and then continue doing it till the end of the day. Starting a few days, you would strive in getting to know how much time you get in completing which work, but later on it will be quite easy hack for you. Okay, now getting to the 7th house. 7th house is number 12, that is Pisces. Pisces 7th house is good for a male but bad for a female. Okay, because over here again Jupiter is a problem for females. For male it is okay. I won't say very good, but I would say okay. For female, Jupiter being in the 7th house or a Jupiterian sign in the 7th house means that you have to learn a lot of lessons in your partnership, in your spouse and relationships. Over and above, Jupiter in the 7th house might give you a sharp and diligent spouse. Okay, so if you are a man, your wife would be more smarter and diligent and organized than you. If you are a female, your husband might be. So learn to accept your partners as a better individual than you. Whenever you need some guidance, don't say like, okay, I won't do what you say, or don't say that I am superior to you. Accept the fact. Virgo Ascendants, accept the fact your spouse would be a better person in case of organizing things, planning things and managing things. until and unless Jupiter is in the Maran Karak Sthan, third house, or it is in the debilitated position. So you would have to accept that your spouse is more smarter and your spouse is more intelligent. So you might take advice and guidance from there without getting into shame. Okay, don't feel shame. Now coming to the 8th house. 8th house over here is number 1, that is Aries. Now Aries being in the 8th house, again you have to see Mars. And until and unless Mars is debilitated, I would say you are going to be very hard, nasty and horny in your sexual life. And obviously whenever Mars is attached with the 8th house, the person is more of a rough sex partner. Okay, more of a rough person. Soft sex would bore such kind of people. So until and unless your Mars is in the 12th house, or your Mars is in its exalted position, or in the Digbal position of the 10th house, you would be very hard and horny on bed. Although it is not a bad thing, but sometimes you might have to understand the softer side to maintain the chemistry between you and your spouse. Talking about longevity and transformation, you have to take care about your anger issues. The other thing is that 8th house connection with Mars, the person is very hyper and aggressive. Very hyper and aggressive. No self-control. He is speaking bullshit in front of anyone. Okay, and then there is regret. After regret, again unacceptance of regret. So the personality wise, if Mars is not exalted, is not in the 12th house, or is not in its finer position, these problems might suffer of aggression, rage, hyperness and all this shit. For that, worship Lord Narasimha, give water to Lord Narasimha. Start your day with sugar. Okay. And worship moon, Chandra. You should always go to Somnath temple. It might give you some good energies and auras. And marry a person who has a very good mood. Okay. Moving to the 9th house. Again, 9th house is Taurus. Lord of Taurus is Venus. So your Bhagya Vidata is Venus. Taurus Lord is Venus, and Venus being your Bhagya Vidata, always understand, whenever you respect opposite gender, you would get very good result afterwards. So learn to appreciate another gender. Do not treat opposite gender harshly. Don't be gender biased. Don't be a sexist. Okay, even though you are a sexist, please don't be. For the sake of your own good. Okay, Virgo Ascendant, give respect to the opposite gender, whether or not you like it. પોતાનું હારું થાય એના માટે તો કરી શકો, અંદરથી ગમે ન ગમે, but always respect the opposite gender. And another thing is wear good perfume. If your Venus is debilitated, then you might grow flowers in your home. So this is about 9th house. Talking about the 10th house is number 3, that is Gemini, Mercury. Over here, if you build your career with your spouse, if you and your spouse are working together in the same company, or if you are working in the same genre, then it is going to be very beneficial for you. Never have communication gap about your work, lifestyle, financial freedom, anything like that. And having a company name or a career, if you are doing business, if you are keeping business with your spouse, it is very good. If you are keeping business in the name of your spouse, it is again very good, very good. If you are just naming the business on the name of your spouse, still it is very good. Okay. Next thing is you should wear green color clothes whenever you are working, or you should paint the walls of green color. Okay. And you might also get success in the IT field or any kind of fields where there is computers, electronics, networking, any type of such fields. Talking about the 11th house, moving forward to the 11th house is number 4, that is Cancer. Now the Lord of Cancer is Moon. So whenever you take ample amount of sleep, the more you will sleep, the more good things will come to you. Okay, the less you will sleep, the more you will have to struggle in your life. Okay, so if you want good things to come to you naturally, never compromise with your sleep. Sleep ample. Whenever you sleep less, whenever your mind is not relaxed, you would have tough situations in your life. If you want to get easy situation, if you want favors of luck, good time, always keep your head aura, Rahu aura, moon aura very, very light. The more stressed your moon and Rahu aura is, the lesser the destiny and fortune are going to favor you. And more relaxed it is, the more easily it is going to favor you. So only one advice: have ample of sleep, drink ample of water, 2 things, and luck is going to favor you. Now coming to the 12th house is Leo. Now Sun being a major contributor of 12th house is going to create problems. Which kind of problems? Ego clashes, ego problems. If Sun is debilitated, you would have a very less ego and people are going to climb on you. If Sun is exalted, you will have a very boost of ego and you are going to thrash people out with your ego, and it is going to backfire on you, and you can say a lot of ego problems. Okay. So in any condition your Sun is, you are definitely going to have ego problems, ego clashes with people around you. Wherever your Sun is placed, in that region, you would have some ego problems. So what to do? Virgo Ascendants should wear silver, should not wear gold. Understand the fact. Because Sun is not good for you. Always respect your father. Sun is also the father. Take care of your father. Press his feet. Apply hair oil. Do head massage to your father. All such kind of things is going to help you to remove that ill thing inside your zodiac. But since it is attached with the 12th house, you are certainly going to feel it in any aspect of your life, and there is no way out until and unless you worship your father well. Fasting won't help. Some things you might have to face, and there is only one thing which might help you, is always wake up before the sun. Wake up before the sun. Before sunrise, 1 hour before sunrise, you should be waking up, and half an hour before sunrise, you should get ready. Only then that problem might go away. Otherwise, it would stay for your entire life. So this was Virgo Ascendants. I will again come back for Libra Ascendants in the next video. And until then, thank you for joining Vedic Vidara.